So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and watch our first trailer for Street Fighter 6. There's a lot to talk about, so we're gonna watch the first time without any interruption, and the next time we're gonna start breaking things down. So yeah, it's not my internet, it's my gear that basically, it's because the video is on 4K. So yeah, I think, okay, let's watch it first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and you know, try and break it down.
For strength. It's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending.
Yes.
Hey then, hope you're ready to begin.
I mean,
start off on the right foot in this city.
Luke looks like a good protagonist. So we're clearly in the future now. It looks like there's going to be you know, a GTA like game, a bonus game. This part, it's so cool that they even, you know, put the sound of her sniffing. Ryu also seems to look pretty legit. This is definitely a new Shyu coming into the game or something. Yes, take that. Another Fang looking character, apparently. They definitely put a lot of work in the environment. This particular stage all belongs to Final Fight. And look at the gameplay, man. It looks so bloody high. Bigger character. I know the camera is probably zooming in a little, but they've shown, and this is the Final Fight Street, right? It looks pretty legit though, with all of the characters at the background. Look at that, dude. This game has parries, and look at that. I mean, the effects, the paint, and everything looks... So what was that actually? I did not understand this. It's like a cancel or something. See, this fireball. Too much going on. Nice. So he parried the low and gave the DP. This is crazy. Wow. This new character also looks pretty cool. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it, right? So they definitely seem to have, you know, a lot for their online experience and everything. So let's try and you know, discuss little by little. First of all, very young looking, and if you remember that Street Fighter 2 have been a great game, right? So if you remember the early intro of the game, that, you know, it always will start from the buildings and camera coming down, there are two fighters fighting. So I think they're trying to stay real to the Street Fighter. That's exactly why they've shown streets and, you know, this everything. Giant attack. And I'm glad they, like, the best thing is that they have a theme for design. I know they got pretty much roasted on the logo side of things, which clearly seems like they have improved, but this particular graffiti art references, it makes the game really young again. And of course you've got a young protagonist now.
It's not like a game. This journey doesn't have a real ending. Okay then.
And see that the effects, these effects, it's a very different job than you usually would see. I think all of that, you know, probably, you know, being enhanced because of the RE engine finally. So Street Fighter 6 is being made on RE engine. And we all know the capacity and capability of RE engine. Again, has a theme, city, you know, all of the props are literally just complementing some cyberpunkish futuristic city, you know, it looks pretty cool. So by the way, this particular character, where was that? This character is basically a character from Final Fight. Okay, so this was the first boss of the first street in the Final Fight, and most importantly, what's amazing about it, that we're gonna even see him at the background in the stage, in the gameplay too. Let me show you. This looks like a pretty good, you know, addition. And look at the texture detail. I mean, of course, the engine is so good that, you know, even the distance and the shadows in the mesh of the character, you know, right? So just look at her hand, the light change will show you how, you know, amazing and adaptable the engine is. So that's exactly why now everything is going to look really beautiful, because of the ray tracing and everything is like it has gone beyond the limit now. Right? This was a very cute cinematic. So this dude right here looks like Fang, you know, he has some kung fu moves, which is, and at the same time, he is more like Duck King from King of Fighters. Oh, sorry, from Fatal Fury Real Bout. They're pretty sick. At least he has a character, you know. It's very lively. And of course, again, the theme being followed, all the graffitis you can clearly see in the objects, even back at the stages. So now this is the Final Fight stage I was talking about. We're gonna see the first boss of Final Fight. This looks like a very abandoned temple, you know. Right? Oh, Poison is sitting at the back. Maybe not Poison. Right? So this dude right here at the background with the yellow hair, this is the Final Fight first boss character. I'm glad, like, you know, they literally just, you know, put all of that into a street, which looks really amazing. This game looks really promising considering as far as what has been shown yet, right? So this is more like a power crush or a counter attack move, God Crush or something, right? Right? And then he went for the super. So everything that has to be there in a fighting game, it looks like it's there. Parry, low parry, my friend. And this is more like a power crush that she see. She also did the same thing. She guard crushed and then did the super. Nice, man. Street Fighters, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's exactly why this game is looking really promising. And yes, of course, I personally feel that, you know, Capcom have always be you know, on top of everything when it comes down to games. You know, they have a very good history behind it, like creating so many different titles. So before